Hello! Welcome to your weekly oracle card reading. This week, I've decided to use Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides by Stephen D. Farmer and Divine Guidance by Cheryl Harnish. And afterwards I realized how appropriate that was considering our grand sextile today, and I think the energies will be continuing for a few days because Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides seems very connected to the earth, and one of the grand trines is an earth signs, and Divine Guidance is very much a cosmic influence, and water signs, especially Neptune in Pisces, is a very cosmic influence. So yeah, the two grand trines are both being represented. So I thought that was cool. Alright, so we'll start with Animal Spirit Guides today. Okay. So, the first card we have is Goose. It says, take time to rest and recuperate rather than continuing your striving. Yes, and the interesting thing is that both earth and water signs are feminine signs, so being very receptive is the more appropriate mode of being right now, because it's a very feminine influence. And not to mention, a lot of emotions have been coming up and will be coming up, for a while, as long as those water signs are in play. And so it's really important to take care of ourselves and our physical bodies as well. And just rest and allow for things to, work themselves out, and kind of just be present with yourself, and just make sure to rest and allow for the things to unfold that are being brought into play. All right, Condor. And it says, you're too enmeshed in this situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. Yeah, so especially right now with all those emotions coming up, it seems like some emotional drama might come up as well. And I believe that, getting too caught into the drama will only make you more, tense and not as able to allow things to kind of flow through. So make sure that if there's things happening around you, to kind of just center yourself and try to find some quiet time away from it all. And after gaining some clarity and some perspective, just trying to take, whatever action steps you do feel guided to take after all that resting and recuperating, and really stepping back from the situation will help you gain that clarity to maybe, come up with solutions or next steps. But definitely don't take any actions until you do step back and rest and relax and lighten your load. Roadrunner says, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. All right, yeah, that's always good. Make sure, just to take a lighter perspective and realize that, everything that is happening now is temporary. And actually, everything in life is temporary. And just knowing that, that in general, then you really don't have to take things so seriously. And no matter what happens, everything really will be all right. And on another plane of being, that everything really is all right. And no matter what happens in this life, you will eventually, be in the energy of love. And, that's always a good way to look at it when you need some perspective. And, try to maybe find the humor in the situation even. And, sometimes, if you're around other serious people, that doesn't always fly. But, try to make light of the situations around you, especially if you get caught up in the dramas of the situation. So, yeah. Bore. Face your problems head on with confidence and courage, and you will emerge victorious. So, yeah, it seems like, if you do all those things before that, just facing your problems head on and dealing with the situations as they come. If there's something you can do, something you can do about it, then make sure to take those actions and do that thing that you feel guided to take. Just make sure that you recuperate and center yourself before taking those actions, and make sure that these actions are coming from a place of that centeredness within you. Because if you make action happen when you're not in a centered place, it's only going to perpetuate that feeling of stress or whatever it is that you are feeling. And and just make things worse. But if you take those inspired actions, then it will attract more inspiration and more centeredness and less stress. All right, now let's see what Divine Guidance has to say for this week. All right, so this one. All right, so the card is called Loved Ones. So in this case, I feel like it's saying to connect with your loved ones, whether they live far away or if they're near you. Make sure to spend some time with your loved ones and connect with people who you really care about, and try to nurture your relationships with them. And also, if you could even connect with loved ones from the other side, and just connect with that place of love within you, and try to share it with somebody, and really try to have compassion and be a listener with your heart, and be there for somebody else, but make sure that you're also there for yourself too. And this one. So yeah, this one is really about nurturing yourself and nurturing your body, and making sure to connect with nature and get some fresh air, and also eat really healthy and try to exercise. It's a very physical card. It's really talking about taking care of your body. And this card. This card is about love and passionate love. So it's about really connecting with your lover and connecting with your romantic partner, or husband or wife, or that sort of thing. So yeah, don't be afraid to share your feelings, and don't be afraid to just spend some time together and be present with each other and share your feelings and honest feelings, and be honest with each other and really just enjoy each other for this week. And this card. Yeah. Shine your light. And don't be afraid to shine bright. And really just be yourself, and that light will emanate out to others and they'll feel inspired to be themselves. And yeah, and you'll attract what you really wish for. When you're really yourself, it attracts, what you are and who you are to you, which really will be fulfilling for you, because even if it's not what you may have asked for or what you directly, consciously want, it's what you unconsciously need, and it's unconsciously who you are. So when you're really being who you are, you're attracting that. If you're not being who you are, then you're attracting that as well. So make sure to shine your light and really don't be afraid to be all of you, and don't be afraid to, express your feelings and your thoughts, and just express yourself. All right. Thank you for watching and liking and subscribing, and I will talk to you next week.